Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. This week, looking at the second chapter of Pirkei Avot, and starting today with the first Mishnah of the second chapter. It's a teaching of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, and we're looking at the last part of the Mishnah. What it reflects, we'll start with what it reflects, that even the greatest of sages knew that it was close to impossible to avoid temptations of sin in life, whether we talk about the darkest temptations or just whatever it might be that we naturally find ourselves drawn to possibly do on any given day. And they're always looking for ways in which to gain greater strength to overcome a Yetzer Hara, an evil inclination, or just a general weakness that might have brought them to transgress and carry out an avera, and they're looking for these fixes. What are the ways? What could I do? What might help me avoid transgressing and stay on the righteous path as I wish to do? So Rabbi Yehuda Nasi says the following: Histakel b'shlosha devarim. Pay attention. Look at three things. It's like it's guaranteed. It's snake oil. No, if you really pay attention to these three things, to seeing these three things, you won't come into the hands of sin. What are they? Da mala mala mimcha. Know what is above you. That's the overarching principle. Know what's above you. Ayin ro'ah. An eye that sees, v'ozen shoma'at, and an ear that listens, v'chol ma'asecha b'sefer nichtavim, and all of your deeds are being written down in a book. That last one perhaps recalls to us the piyutim of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, right? That God opens up the Sefer HaZichronot, the book of remembrance, and He reads of it, right? So that's perhaps inspired by this imagery. So what does He want you to do? He wants you to imagine that in this world where all we see is us, all we see is the natural world around us and the individuals here, we need to be reminded that, you know what, although God is a silent presence, God is present. And God is paying attention. I always think about, the first time I got into an elevator and I noticed in the little corner, right, there was this mirrored corner, which is, oh, lovely. So it's a way in which you can make sure that there's not somebody who's going to sneak behind you and pick your pocket, maybe something like that. And then I realized it's more likely if it's, that is a camera. It's a camera. You get in the elevator and you think, okay, I'm in the elevator, I can scratch my head a little bit, I can, rub my nose and things that might otherwise be impolite to do when other people are there. But suddenly you say, I can't even do it here. I can't even do it in an elevator. That should be my private space. I say, no, you should realize that that's the case. And certainly in the wired world and the wireless world in which we now inhabit these past many years, it is likely that almost every corner you turn, there's a camera that's watching you. And that should have an impact on whether you're going to commit a crime. And so all we need to do is transfer that to our appreciation of God and recognize that God's watching us too. Is it meant to make us scared? I don't know. It's meant to make us mindful. It's meant to make us aware that we don't walk this planet alone without implications. And if this is what it might take to help a person get the extra strength that they desperately want to have, to not submit to a temptation, then let this be the way. I hope that your day is not full of temptations, and if it is, you take an extra moment to realize God is here, God is watching. What it is that I want God to see of me today. Have a great day.